Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions we express do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. If you would like to support the show, go to duckfeed.tv/tipjar and check out our Patreon campaign. La Sexy Lager, Rubel Sexy Lager.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
You have?
Mm-hmm.
Have I told you about it before?
No, I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I'm worldly.
Okay. You're familiar with pornographic beverages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know where to find naked pictures anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tell me where.
I don't know.
Ooh, further down this Google image search is a good way to do that.
Does pausing a video count as a picture?
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Kris and Kole Ross.
That's an intro. We're rattling it out. Man, sometimes I forget that I have safe search off. And even the most benign, well, I wouldn't call sexy. Hey, there's some furry porn.
Oh. Hey, what was that the other day that I was gonna search and you were like, be careful?
Well, it was something that was obviously like hot fuck machine or something like that.
Oh,
this was yesterday. I can't be expected to remember what happened yesterday.
Yeah, well, to me it was the other day. So
okay, cool.
Who knows?
we're pinning it down.
Yeah, remember when I was 5?
Yeah,
that was tomorrow.
Kris, I wasn't born when you were 5.
Yes, you were.
Well, now I need to do the math. Something
you
like
were.
that. I was only around for a little bit.
You were born
of
in November,
year.
and I was 4, and then I turned 5 in February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised you would remember that more than I would.
You latched onto my teat at 4.
Yes. I was a deeply confused young man. What is bizarre is that I found nourishment there. Yeah, your chest sweat was like my Gatorade.
Oh,
I know, right?
Good Lord.
Yeah, I really wish I hadn't said that.
Sounds like something that would happen at what is that place called? Fantasyland?
Fantasy Islands with the little guy. With the ironic wishes. Hubris 14. Decadence. What is that?
No, that is Odd Job.
Yeah, Odd Job comes out there and he's like, "Oh, it's Jaws."
You do know that Odd Job answered the door at Francis's house, right?
Was that Odd Job?
That was Odd Job.
You know, I had a suspicion in the back of my head, but I didn't want to play into the stereotype that there were only 4 Asian actors. Yeah. I would, man, I need to watch that movie again.
Yeah.
That is one of those movies, Kris, that when it is brought up in casual conversation, my compulsion to put it on as I fall asleep is hard to ignore.
Don't do that.
Why?
I fell asleep to it the other night.
Huh.
Yeah, not good dreams.
Oh, like what part did you fall asleep at?
Large Marge.
Oh, yeah, of course that's going to happen, Kris. Large Marge is going to get you every time.
Well, no, I fell asleep like when he was getting into the.
Oh, okay.
Into the rig.
What was the bad dream about?
I don't remember. I don't remember dreams very much.
Okay.
You don't know that I have any anymore.
Kris, I don't know that I have emotions anymore.
No, I'm talking. I was speaking about aspirations for the future.
Right. Well, the second you give up the notion that things, that everything gets better, the sooner you can move on.
Yeah. The question that I told you that I was going to ask you.
Yes. This is a cryptic conversation we had earlier.
Right. And I said, there's a question that I am going to ask you tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is today, so here we go.
Okay.
When we grew up, do you think we were raised to feel like we could do anything with our lives? Like if you want to, you can be anything, Kole. And I don't mean that it was explicitly said.
Right.
I just mean that did you have that feeling at any point?
Define growing up.
At any point, I mean, you're still growing up, but
Well, yeah, I mean, Chris, life is a journey, and every single day brings new lessons. Otherwise, what's the point?
yeah, you got to know when to hold them.
Right. I'm so happy this old high man was able to help me. Yeah, I don't know. I
You
definitely
think that song was sang by
Willie Nelson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
no.
No.
I'm happy that you were able to deduce who I thought the gambler was. Sung
Yeah,
by.
that's not who sang that.
Who sang it then?
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. Okay.
Yeah, the old high man is pretty well known as Willie Nelson.
Right.
Yeah. Jizo? No.
No, not Jesus.
The old high guy?
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So, like, shots fired. Apparently, I don't know who sang The Gambler. Although, Chris, I defy you. To prove that Willie Nelson never sang a cover version of The Gambler.
I'm sure he did.
I mean, it's very much in his wheelhouse.
You're still growing up.
Yeah.
Now that you know that, I think you're done.
Yeah,
But
we're all learning. That was the last fact, Chris. That's the keystone that everything holds in place. I can now begin spreading my influence.
what I want to know is how many conversations you've been in where you look like an ass.
Oh, Chris, I what I've realized is if you say something fast enough and with enough confidence, I about said I had confidence, which I don't. I don't even exude confidence. I don't even help people pretend that I, have confidence. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, if you say it with authority and then quickly back out of the room in as insecure of a way as possible, then yeah.
No, definitely. I completely agree.
Yeah, so I would say that I was never told like, okay, Kole, it's impossible to be a fire truck. But like as I grew older and as like opportunities started closing themselves down, people started acting like not surprised. It's like, oh, well, there you go. And then, even still today, I think that or let's say from like 17 or 18 on, whenever I professed a desire or an interest or a passion for any, line of profession or avocation or vocation, even there, it's met with skepticism about me being unrealistic. So it's not that I was told like, oh, you can be anything you want. It was just nobody acknowledged what possibilities were until I started actually taking an interest in something. And then all of a sudden it ended up being like, oh, judgments that I ever thought that was worth my time.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I just wondered.
Well, I mean, usually when you ask these kinds of questions, at least in the guise of starting a conversation, you have your own answer that you bring to it. Like, oh, that's funny because I thought X, Y, or Z.
No.
No? You just wanted me to, like, just lay that out there for everybody?
Yeah, I just wondered.
Okay.
I really just wondered. I guess my take on it was that was never really that the future and what ultimately you would become was never really discussed.
Right.
I mean, there was an acknowledgement that there was a future, but no conversation as to what that should, would, or could look like.
Yeah. Or there was this, like situations where I would make a choice and then there would be immediate, like, disappointment that I didn't take the other one.
You perceive a lot of disappointment that isn't there.
Okay.
Pretty much in everything I say.
Well, no, not just you. I'm just talking to everybody.
Yeah. I mean, somebody could be like, yeah, good job, Kole. And you were like, yeah, I know I could have done better.
Right.
Like,
as evidenced by the fact that you said good job, not great job.
Exactly. But I don't even think that you're that critical of the words necessarily. I think
right.
you just you hear a syllable and you're like, yeah, I know I'll let you down. Like, I just wanted some cheese.
Yep. I'm sorry. I only have pepper jack and cheddar because I'm a cretin.
Mm-hmm.
I see no reason to have any other cheeses, but obviously I've let you down. I'll tell you what, I'll just leave. You can send my things to the hotel that I go to. I'll get it sorted out. This is your house now. Goodbye.
Yeah, I know. I don't deserve a hotel. I'll be sleeping in my car.
Which I'm not giving you. I'm not giving it to you right now because, the deeds are pretty hard to transfer over.
Right. I don't know.
Right. Hey, Chris, what episode is this?
I forgot.
I I told you in the break between the episodes, too.
I know, 160 something.
162.
Say 162 of the comedy podcast, Those Damn Ross Kids.
Your name is?
I'm Chris.
My name's Kole.
And you should have done better.
Yeah, man. I really fucked up.
Do better, Kole.
I really let every single... you know who I let down, Chris? America.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, I don't know. That's my way of saying everybody. I perceive it as being funny when I say America instead of everybody.
You know how Mountain Dew was like positioned as the fuel for Generation X?
Yes, the most extreme generation.
Why in the world didn't they say use do better?
Oh, do better. Well, that's the thing about, like, you know, when you're trying to sell soft drinks or when you're trying to sell something that is effectively identical to the nearest substitution.
You
right?
mean Mountain Mist?
Yeah, I was actually going to go to your various Fagos, but even, you know, trust me, if you're an extreme youth and you walk into a convenience store and they're out of Mountain Dew, tell me you're not going to reach for a Sprite or a similarly caffeinated beverage and then just go to town. Like, okay, I'll take a Vault just this time. When you're trying to market something based on identity, right? When you're trying to say this drink is you. Okay, the phrase
right.
Do better actually says, oh, there's something wrong with you. And that is a very tough vertical. That's very tough nut to crack, because usually there's something wrong with you.
Cole, it helps you do things better.
Right, but it's taken out of context. I mean, even I, analyzing this, do better, says, no, actually, you're doing it wrong. Drink this, you stupid idiot. Maybe you fuck up less. Do better, asshole.
Do is better, Cole.
Chris, I get it.
It's better than, Uncle Jack's green water.
Yep. Chris. For the 10th year in a row, the FDA has summarily rejected my approval for Uncle Jack's Dew water.
No, I said green water.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah.
They rejected that one 14 years running.
Yeah, Squirt's a thing.
Yep. Squirt's delicious, actually. Ugh. I like Squirt. I will drink a Fresca. I definitely enjoy a Slice. A Slice is really good.
That doesn't exist anymore.
I've had Slice as recently as, let's say, 7 years ago.
Right. It's with Surge, Cole.
Well, Surge is back on Amazon. You can buy plenty of it.
You can buy anything on Amazon.
Yeah, it is a veritable Serengeti of. I was trying to think of another rainforest, but there isn't one, so I went with a plain instead. I like a Tab. I've had a Tab before. I told you about the time when I was working on As the World Turns, and there was a producer who insisted that she'd never run out of Tab. So there would be times where it's like, oh, she's almost out. It's time to send an intern out to get a case of Tab and put it in her fridge so that the new ones are cold by the time she drinks the last old cold one. Yeah, that was an actual thing. Orange Crush, not just a good REM song.
Is it an REM song?
Yes. Yeah, I would go down to the corner store when I lived by UC and get an Orange Crush, then take it home and play Mario Kart. Chris is Googling something.
Yeah, I want to know what REM stands for.
Rapid Eye Movement?
No, the band.
Oh.
According to Remarks, the story of REM, the band had asked their friends to write names for the band on the outside wall of the converted church they were living in at the time. Oh, God. Those names did include Cans of Piss and Twisted Kites, as well as Slut Bank.
Yeah.
But REM was among them.
Yeah. Also known as Hornets Attack Victor Mature, Bingo Handjob, and It Crawled from the South.
You know that there's a show on called Country Deep, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's it about?
Mitt Romney.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's nothing.
No,
He's not
I really don't know what it's about. Cole.
Okay. But you just see this passing by.
Oh, wait. It might not be a show. Maybe it's a Southern clothing label. Yeah.
Are you thinking of that Gwyneth Paltrow movie?
Yeah.
That's Country Strong.
My bad.
Yeah.
Country Deep.
Country Deep. What was the one that you kept on saying a couple of episodes ago? Young Country?
No?
Yeah, that was something you said.
Okay.
Life's Rich Pageant.
Hey, Cole, in North Carolina, man, tried to surprise his wife with breakfast in bed. She was so surprised, she shot him.
Does she have one of those under-the-bed shotgun racks?
I don't know.
You've seen those, right?
He went out, picked up some breakfast, returned, triggered the house alarm.
Honey, I got you some McMuffins.
He got to the bedroom, went to open the
Honey,
door.
what are you doing? Why are you pointing that at me?
No, she shot him through the door.
Okay.
He's not dead, though.
And like in horror, she gets up, clasping the gun, shakily pointing it at the bullet hole as she steps forward. There's a liquid that is, pooling underneath the door. She bends down like, oh, this doesn't look like blood. And she dabs her fingers in and she licks it. Oh my gosh, it's maple syrup. Like and then the blood comes.
I heard that they use that in Hitchcock movies.
Maple syrup?
Wait, that's chocolate syrup.
Right. Yeah, when Gene Kelly was making Singing in the Rain, they had to use milk in order to have it show up on camera.
Yeah, I was on that trip to Universal Studios with you.
What?
I was on that trip to Universal Studios with you.
Chris, I was like 2 when we went to that trip. I wasn't aware of that. But because of the lights, the milk soured. So he was dancing in sour milk. Let me get the story out before you fucking scoop me and say that like, oh, this anecdote isn't original.
You weren't 2.
I was really young.
Cole, you were like 5.
Chris, I had no fucking idea who Gene Kelly was and why this fucker was dancing in the rain, okay? Like, I do now.
I still don't know why.
It's an okay movie. So she plugs him. He's still alive. Like, is he just holding on by a thread? Did she really settle his hash browns?
I don't know.
Huh. That might be the only breakfast pun that I have. She really put the squeeze on him regarding orange juice.
No, I gotcha.
Yeah. Turn him over. He's done. In reference to hotcakes. Man, breakfast puns are hard.
They really are.
Yeah. Man, nothing beats this morning when we were talking about breakfast names.
Oh God,
we're talking about Bob Evans, but the Bob Evans menu. Like, oh, it's the farmer's special. It's it's the rise and shine.
Yeah, it's the mountain man, the lumberjack.
Yeah, it's the lumberjack. It's pancakes so high they reach the sky. And I said, oh, I was at a restaurant. Like, yeah, I got eggs, bacon, and toast. Then you laughed, and I asked, what's that called? And what was your answer, Chris?
The Village Idiot.
Yep. The most standard breakfast you could possibly have: eggs, bacon, and toast.
Why do people make candles out of like halves of oranges?
I've never heard of this. Are they crazy?
Yeah, people are doing that.
Is this like an activity that happens in day rooms and it's saying, okay, activities that happen in day room asylums or Pinterest? Okay. Let's take that quiz. And it's like, okay, God's eye, Pinterest or
Pinterest or rehab?
Yeah. Macrame could go either way, Chris. They don't give you knitting needles in the asylum. Macrame. So do we have any insight into what his condition is? If he's doing okay, if this breakfast savior, this thoughtful man who gave up his morning, who probably ceased his sleep he could have slept in to go out and just do this one little kindness. Do we know if he's okay?
He fixed the door and then went to the hospital. No, he's fine. He got shot in the chest, just a little chest wound.
Just got plugged.
He's not dead. And no charges are filed.
Yeah, he just got plugged.
Yep.
Oh, neat. Well, hey, just think about it. If this was some
He
kind
said,
of,
I'm coming in, and she said, over my hammy.
Chris, you just wrote like 3/4 of the screenplay for like the Charlton Heston remake of this. Charlton Heston, who's that guy, $1 Million Baby guy?
Skeletor's going to be in the movie?
Yep, Charlton Heston, dead as fuck actor. Wait, is he dead?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he's dead as fuck. 2008, he died.
No, he's not.
Oh yeah,
I saw him yelling at monkeys at the zoo.
Chris, that was a DVD.
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm also confused as to why you think your living room is a zoo. But you really disrupted movie night, okay?
No, I swear to God he was.
Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is who I'm thinking of.
He was on TV yelling at monkeys at the Statue of Liberty Zoo.
They're like different people. No, Charlton Heston was the one who was in Planet of the Apes. Clint Eastwood, similar yet different person.
Wait, you said Charlton Heston.
What's that?
I said Charlton Heston.
I said Charlton Heston, but I messed up. I meant to say Clint Eastwood. The
He's
one who
like
was still
85
alive.
too. He's a director now.
I know he's a director, but like he stars in his own movies still.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, he does.
He was in that Gran Torino where he called that guy a zipperhead.
Chris.
Which I'd never heard before.
Right. But then you went Googling and every result was from Stormfront and you were like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah, no, he directed $1 Million Baby was Clint Eastwood and he starred in it. He didn't star. What's her name? Hilary Swank was the star, but he was in it. Yeah. Yeah. No, but I guess what I'm saying is Clint Eastwood, he's the husband. He walks in, he just had a long day. He's finally, the last of his war buddies died. He thinks, so I need to hold, I need to let go of the past. I need to, embrace what I have now. I need to, embrace the present, look forward to a future, what little I have left. And so he grabs a McMuffin and he walks up to the door and says, honey, I'm coming. And she's like, over my hammy. He's down, blood and syrup, or syrup then blood under the door. Opening credits, and this just sprawls out into an exploration of the seamy underbelly of suburbia,
right?
And about how this is a world that is passing old men by. I think we can make this happen.
It could be.
I've got the vision. I've got the vision and the talent.
Hey Cole, what do you want me to do?
Okay, Chris, tell people about your restaurant idea.
It's a restaurant where you basically get fat shamed.
Yeah, no, just describe the process.
So the person comes in and they're obviously probably going to be overweight because most of us are. They're going to come in and they're going to order something that, like cheesy fun blasters. And the waiter's going to fit, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, they're going to look at the person and be like, really? And like basically just like judge them, like blatantly judge them for what they're ordering.
Right. But not in like a Dick's Last Resort kind of way, like sure thing cocksucker, like not that.
Like silently judge.
Right. Just kind of
just like with mannerisms and gestures and facial expressions,
like
maybe
if you
breaths.
If you like a little bit huffy,
right?
Riding your huffy bicycle,
right?
Like if you wrote down the text of what they said, it wouldn't be outwardly offensive, right? Like there's nothing hostile about, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's conceivable that you are carrying all of that in there with you.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's like this. It's like the reason why I put the second Snickers bar I'm buying at a gas station under the condoms, so nobody sees.
Chris, that tells a story. Like the different combinations, Snicker condoms. That's different. You're probably taking a Snicker home for you. And a Snicker for your loved one, and then just and then we're gonna enjoy that afterwards. Condom, Snicker. You're giving yourself a nice post-coitus snack. Snicker, condom, Snicker. What that says is, I'm gonna eat this, jack off without making a mess, and then have a second one to replenish my energy so I can get back to work after my lunch break.
Right.
So tell them what this establishment will be called.
Oh, it's called HM Reelies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, when said aloud, is Reelies.
Why wouldn't they sell like used or not used? Why wouldn't they sell expired condoms as just like for tidy people? Or like ones that don't pass the test for, working for what they're supposed to do.
Right, but
because there's like a pinhole in it, but it would be good enough for you to make it from wherever it is you do that to wherever it is you clean up.
Yeah. Huh, I don't know. I know that unlubricated condoms are big in theater or any situation where somebody has to use a remote microphone because you wrap the transmitter in an unlubricated condom so that sweat doesn't get in there and ruin it. No, I think that's a really good idea. I think that you're going to save a lot of latex waste.
I was trying to figure out how many plays needed like real authentic sound from stomach grumblings.
You get these really avant-garde directors who are like, we want people to understand the journey of this Coke balloon through this reprobate's digestive system.
How many times have I told you it has to sound real?
They need to believe it from the back row. The back row.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But so let me explain the service that this place provides. Okay, so somebody walks in asking for chicken flingers, right? Or chicken drizzlers. That's my usual one, which is fried chicken drizzled with your favorite sauce and served over a bed of slaw. That is going to obviously elicit really, and then okay, and then the waiter goes back. When the order comes out, they bring out a salad. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I ordered the chicken drizzlers. I didn't order a salad. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. Let me take this back here. I thought you ordered the salad. They take it back. And
I thought you should have ordered the salad.
Right. I mean, that's not what's said. That's what you heard, but it's not what I said.
But maybe you say it.
Well, Chris, if the waiter says that, then the unspoken and maybe partially spoken or written down and signed and agreed upon agreement of HM release, which is this person isn't going to, berate you.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So if they say, I thought you should have ordered the salad, that breaks the contract. It ruins the illusion.
Okay.
In my opinion, anyway. Yeah. But no, so they bring out the salad and then
I got it, Cole.
Okay.
The really, really hot girls, like Hooters girls, are the waitresses, okay? They come and take your order in fat suits. But when they bring you when they bring you your salad instead of your chicken drizzlers, they're out of the fat suit and they're hot.
Okay. Well, Chris.
So the back of the kitchen is just basically just like
the changing room.
Like Multiplicity meets Mrs. Doubtfire.
Except one of them's really stupid. Like the stupid version comes out if you order the tuna. It goes like, oh no, mercury poisoning.
There's a lot of people changing in and out of fat suits.
Right.
A lot of similar looking women.
It's like the set of an Eddie Murphy movie.
Basically, yeah.
That's pretty good. But then they come out and say they prepare it. They come out and say, "Okay, I'm sorry, we were out of the fried chicken for the chicken drizzlers. So we did a grilled chicken drizzler.
We scheduled you a doctor's appointment.
Get 'em, boys. Drop a net over you. Right. Tranquilizer dart. You wake up in a bright white room under harsh lights, being poked and prodded." Chris, this went from a way to help people to shanghaiing them. Do we eventually just harvest their carbon?
I guess.
I mean, what else are you going to do?
Send them to the soap factory?
Yeah. just render them?
Basically.
Yeah. Well, it just makes sense. No. But but the idea is they bring out a healthier substitution. So it's the grilled chicken drizzlers, and instead of ranch dressing, it is a light balsamic reduction.
Huh.
Instead of being over a bed of slaw, it's over a bed of spinach. Boom! There you go. HM Reallys. We provided you a service, and then HM Reallys doesn't serve dessert. There's a place next door that serves dessert. That
right.
It is kind of like a bedroom. It is a subsidiary of HM Reallys that only serves dessert, and it's called Still.
Really? Still?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What is business boardroom dirty talk, horizontal integration?
Yep. I'm positive that has been used in some kind of like workplace humiliation pornography.
Right?
Yeah. That stuff's fun.
I thought I ordered a man.
But I wasn't doing like a rim shot there, like a ba-da-dum. I just said and it sounded like I was affirming.
I gotcha.
Affirming.
You're a regular Foley artist
Yep, I'm a regular Carl Winslow
from Happy Days.
Yep. A regular Donnie Most. I don't know, but the reason we went into that. So we're talking about this, to lift the veil. We're talking about this weekend, and you say, Kole, let's do it. Kole, let's make this happen. And I'm just like I don't know what to do with this. So I look at you and I say, what do you want me to do? It's kind of.
Kole, I shit my pants. What do you want me to do?
Like this. That sounds like a heaping pile of your problem.
Wow. Man, I got what?
Cool. I shit my pants and I'm now incoherent. What?
I have what? Oh God! If I was gonna open up like a counseling service, that's what I'd call it. I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry. I had a crazy high score in bowling and I couldn't let the streak go. Could you repeat that?
Yeah.
Chris, I want to publicly shame you. You're playing some kind of free-to-play energy system horseshit bowling game on your phone 24/7.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I play Sniper too.
Sniper? What's Sniper? Is that the darker, gritty reboot of Dora the Explorer?
No, that's Swiper.
Ah, okay. Well, that's why I called it gritty. He went from thief to murderer.
God.
Swiper had enough.
Bradley Cooper. Sniper, no sniping.
2016.
No, that's out now, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Sniper?
Yeah.
American Sniper?
Yeah.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
There was a movie called Sniper.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So a video game called Sniper Elite.
Oh, God.
You all right?
I think it starred Dolph Lundgren's brother, Dorf. Dorf and Dolph.
Together again for the first time. Dorf and Dolph.
The two brothers that when growing up dared to ask the question, what if elves were bigger than Santa?
See, it's not what you'd expect.
Nope.
Dorf plays Santa. See, I always get Dolph Lundgren and Rutger Hauer confused, even though one of them is like an infinitely better actor and was in one of my favorite movies of all time. Rutger Hauer was in Blade Runner. He played the villain.
What's a Rutger?
It's a university, Chris. They're the fighting cavalrymen or whatever.
No, what is a Rutger?
That's his name, is Rutger Hauer.
I know, and I'm asking you what Rutger means.
I have no idea. Rutger?
Is it a town?
Maybe.
Rutger?
Rutger, I don't know. Like, okay, you're making me do this. Name origins, Rutger.
I just asked what a Rutger is.
I have no idea what a Rutger is. It is a special kind of hat.
No, it's not.
It is either a famous fighter or a renowned spearman. Is the origin of the name? It is Teutonic or German in origin.
It's a new breed of geranium that can be grown in a particularly dry or dismal area.
Yeah, Chris, I have to raise an issue with science reporting once again. Okay. I beat this drum, right?
Right.
How whenever there is some kind of like, could be like minor to moderate to major scientific or archaeological discovery, places scrambling for a headline will try and shoehorn in the thing that they underestimate that their audience will have a point of reference for.
Right.
So whenever an exoplanet is found that is Earth-like, they will say, "Is this the new Pandora?" Well, the first Pandora was that was a 3D CGI planet with poison air. So I hope not. Also, that movie wasn't very good. Second off, in this instance, they salvaged a shipwreck off the coast of Italy, and they were going through it, and they found this metal. And in the ship logs, they discovered that it is actually one of the only known instances, one of the only known kind of like samples of what was once considered to be a mythical metal called Orichalcum.
Okay. Yeah. Why are we talking about Zelda?
See, that's really funny, because I know about Orichalcum, because if you spend any amount of time with a with a D&D dungeon manual master or whatever, you're going to learn about all kinds of fantastic metals, your adamantiums, your mithrils, and whatnot.
And I'm on Craigslist too much. You're looking for a dungeon master.
But no. So I know what Orichalcum is, because that pops up in video games and whatnot. And this is an interesting discovery, because this is actually just a rare alloy of like brass, copper, silver, and zinc that didn't have too much purpose other than for ornament, right? And in Mediterranean myth, people believed that this metal lined Poseidon's temple in the lost city of Atlantis, right? So instead of saying rare metal with mythical origins found, this headline that I'm scrambling to find, it reads, "Ancient shipwreck find, legendary Atlantis metal," which crazy misleading, because it presupposes that Atlantis is real.
Well, it is.
Well, yeah, but we don't have to talk about it. We're gonna blow the cover.
Well,
Fox News. There's a reason that the Dish Network took you off. Is because you're blowing Atlantis's cover.
There's a GIF on this page that I have open.
Okay,
that's
cool.
alternating between Ellen DeGeneres and Oprah Winfrey crying.
Okay,
and I don't know why.
You don't know why you have this open. You don't know why you're looking at it during the show when you should be listening to me.
I'm just staring at
or
it.
you don't know why they're crying.
When you talk about Zelda, I gotta drift off.
Okay, cool. I'm not talking about Zelda. I'm talking about actual myth that has informed society since the beginning of time.
That Atlantis exists.
That is not a myth. That's a fact, but we're trying to cover it up.
The origin of Christmas ornaments was in Atlantis.
How so?
You said it was only used for ornament.
Yep. Exactly. Orichalcum ornaments.
I don't know why, Cole.
I don't know why. Oh, really?
Oh, you didn't say what do I talk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. You heard that. In the space between the and the really, you filled in.
You passed you put your lips together and then breathed out. And I'm like, I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I open my mouth, it's just shh. Chris is waiting for his chance to talk. In mid-sentence, he will just go, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, he wasn't listening to me, but he thought of something funny, so I'm going to
talk
invite
about
him
shit like that. What do you want me to do?
Jesus, Chris, I'm trying to hold the news media accountable.
You're obviously not doing better.
Do better. Chris, give me one last story to finish this out.
That's a lot of pressure. Okay, something I could see you doing.
All right. Promising start.
A man was being accused of helping a woman ransack a grave, actually the father's grave, in search of the real will. Yeah.
Are they brother and sister? Is she like, hey, I will sleep with you if you help me rob this grave?
Yeah. To find the real will.
Okay, Chris, you didn't answer my question. I gave you an either or proposition, and you just said, yeah, again.
What did you ask me?
I asked you, are they brother and sister, and they're trying to figure out what the real will is? Is the guy an uninvolved third party that she promised something to in order to convince him to involve himself in this dastardly plot of grave robbing?
No, they met on Craigslist.
Cool.
His ad ended with, "I'm really good at digging graves."
That's just to weed out the skittish people, because most people are going to look at an ad that ends like that and say, I don't want anything to do here. If somebody answers that ad, they're down.
Oh, I told you about Emma's play date here a few weeks ago.
Okay, no, you didn't.
It's kind of like the first one that she's had with somebody that you don't really know. It's like, isn't it really like a neighbor?
Yeah.
And, so...
you lock the medicine cabinet and you're good.
Oh, yeah. So I told... Yeah, little pillhead.
Well, no, she doesn't know what they're for, but mommy says, hey, gives them a little list.
They make mommy stop yelling.
I love the idea of a little kid just bringing in pills from around the neighborhood, like a cat bringing back a bird corpse to try and this pleases you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mommy lets me eat Pop-Tarts after she has these.
All the Pop-Tarts I want.
Right.
These pills make the TV time limit go away.
All the Pop-Tarts I can reach.
Okay.
So I didn't really know how to handle that with the parents, and I'm texting back and forth with the mom, and the two girls had conspired to set up this play date by drawing a map of where the girl lives and describing her home and giving me the mom's name and telephone number.
Uh-oh.
So it was like really kind of spooky, because I had to like text the mom out of the blue and be like, hey, is your name and do you live at? You don't know me, but are these facts correct about you? And so I didn't know really what to do, but I did that. And so we got through that.
Okay.
And I didn't know, be like, yeah, she can come over. Here's when she can come over. And I'm like, and you're more than, I said, I said, the house is clean, and, I don't have any guns, and, I don't have any dead bodies in the basement.
Cool. Nice foot to lead off on.
And then I'm like, you're welcome to come in and take a look around if you want. Case the joint,
Right. Yeah.
But I didn't know what to do. What do you say? Like, I won't touch her. Like, it's kind of weird when you're taking someone else's kid in your house, and it's like, I don't know what kind of reassurances you need.
I mean, at that point, you just activate the nanny cams, and you're like, okay, let's just make this happen. If your house isn't wired for sound, I think you're doing everybody a disservice.
You guys just need to play in front of Skype.
Okay, kids, I'm going to introduce you to somebody. This is the Skype bear.
Yeah, I mean, when I was her age, I was gone for 3 days, and nobody even really noticed.
You came back covered with mysterious wounds.
Right.
Mysterious wounds and some kind of throwing blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun weekend.
Yeah, I came back with half a grilled cheese and a ball gag. We're like, oh, what'd you do?
All I'm thinking of is you disappearing for a couple of weeks, and you coming back and everybody asking you what happens, and then you just describing the plot to the Goonies.
So I did the truffle shuffle around the stick with Piggy's head,
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
Hey, Cole, what can they do?
Well, they can do the usual things. I think that you all know the drill. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, ratings and reviews. The Patreon page is pretty cool, I think. And then, in general, tell friends. And if you have any stories or stuff that you'd like us to cover, there's the contact page at Duckfeed.tv/contact, or the Facebook page where you can talk and stuff.
It's all about the Jodie Foster movie.
What?
The contact page.
Yep. It's all my favorite GIFs, quotes, middies from the soundtrack. exclusive backstage interviews with the cast. Really, all I did was I took the DVD, I used my iPhone to film the screen, except I took a paper cutout. I printed out a picture of myself. I put it on the screen, and it was me interviewing the cast.
You shook the tripod so that people would think it was filmed by hand.
Yep. I'm supposed to believe that Matthew McConaughey is a scientist?
Could be.
Sorry, America.
Sorry.